those munchies.
Boom! Today we're going to toss quick ranch. Nice and chivy, great as a dip or dressing. Throw it on a salad, burgers, pizza. Dip some tenders in it. Slap it on whatever you want. Gonna get a good fistful of chives. You can use dry or fresh, whatever you can find. Work just fine. If it's fresh, you're gonna want to give it a quick chop. Dice it up, smaller the better. If it's dry, just give it a little rough rub in your palms real quick. Helps release all that good flavor. This will be the main flavor in the ranch, but you can add whatever you want. Mix it up. Try some chipotle, maybe some diced up jalapeno, maybe even extra roasted garlic. Now you're going to do the same to some parsley. Give it a good chop, it's mostly just for color. Not a totally necessary ingredient. If you don't have it, don't worry about it, but a great touch. You don't need a lot, but the more the merrier. Clean up and set that aside like the chives. Next up's the good stuff, the cheese. I usually like to go with a asiago, romano, parmesan mix. But it's cheese, it all tastes good. Mix it up. Use one of those, two of those, all three. Try a different kind of cheese. You might like one better than the others. It's all gonna be good. Preferably, you'd want it grated. I could only find shredded this day, so I'm gonna give it a nice fine chop. Dice it up, and that'll work just fine. Somewhere in between a cup or two is usually perfect. I usually side on the closer to 2 mark. Now you can clean that up, set it aside, maybe throw some in your mouth. Do what you gotta do. We're almost there. It's a lot easier to prep everything now and then put it together. Next up's gonna be our apple cider vinegar. I like to use Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar, but really any kind will do. About a half cup. And then about a half a cup of buttermilk as well. Both of those ingredients you can play with the levels, get a different taste. I like to use a little extra vinegar for an extra zip. I'm using about 2 cups of mayo as a base, but you can also try using sour cream or full-fat Greek yogurt. Both are equally amazing. Next, I'll add my liquids in, so you can get a good idea about the thickness. Keep in mind, it will thicken up a little bit after sitting overnight, but if you're not happy with the consistency, just add a little bit more of your base. Next, we're going to add some buttermilk. You can go the opposite route than I did and add a little bit more buttermilk and less apple cider vinegar. It'll be a little more buttery, creamy flavored compared to the zip from the vinegar. Now for mixing it all together, start by folding that cheese in, incorporate it fully. By the time you're done mixing it up, if it doesn't look like there's enough, definitely add more. After that, you're just going to keep mixing your parsley, mix in your chives. Just make sure it's nicely mixed. Next, you're going to add a good splash of onion powder and just about the same amount of garlic powder. At this point, I'd give it a taste and then start adding your salt and pepper. I would then taste again and add a little bit more salt if necessary. At this point, you're pretty much done. You could eat it right now, but it's best after it's given a night in the fridge and time for all the flavors to marry together. And that's that. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you're going to use this ranch for. Like if you like ranch, and subscribe for more recipes. See you next time.